Please, while watching this video, form your own opinion. Do not use any of the content in this video to change or alter or have any decision making on your future. Always do your due diligence. Got to remember, I am a truck driver. I am not an entertainer, an educator, a lawyer, or an astronaut.
Professional drivers, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, hit that introduction.
Well, I pulled out of Pittsburgh, rolling down the eastern seaboard. I've got my diesel wound up and she's running like never before. There's a speed zone ahead, but alright, I don't see a cop inside. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. I got 10 forward gears and a Georgia overdrive. I'm passing little white lines and my eyes are open wide. Just past a Jimmy and a white, I've been passing everything in sight. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight.
All right, I know it's been a little more than 7 weeks since I've released my last video. I told y'all that I was gonna be taking a little mini vacation and the truck was gonna go into the shop. Before you know it, I was vacationing for the last 6 weeks. And while I was in the shop, I had numerous work done to it. Had quite a bit of recalls on the truck that needed to be performed that got missed over the last few years. And then I had the air conditioners, forward and back, serviced completely. As a matter of fact, the condenser for the cabin EPU system for the Park Smart was totally replaced. Can't forget about them module updates. One power steering pump was replaced, and a whole bunch of wiring from the air conditioner system was also replaced, because after the AC systems forward and back were serviced, I kept popping breakers in the truck, and it would totally disable the heating and cooling system of the truck. And of course, all this was rectified under module updating. And then I get the truck back, had a squeaky belt, and my windows would go down and would not go back up. So back to the shop it went, and finally got those rectified. And all in all, it literally took 6 weeks. And then the power steering pump. Those were the 2 items that took the longest for shipping. A quick little backstory. The first time my truck went into the shop was in San Antonio, Texas. Freightliner of San Antonio, who is owned by Doggett. And I had a very bad experience with them guys. They held on to my truck much longer than it needed to be held on to. And I told myself I would never ever take my truck back to Doggett. So I left my truck at Freightliner of Buda, right outside Austin, Texas, and dropped it off the day before that I went on my vacation. And while I was gone, they got bought out by Doggett. And here we go, 6 weeks later. Is there any correlation? Nobody will ever know. Anyway, so I ended Tuesday to Thursday with $3,100 to the bank. That's because I got started late, because I didn't get my truck back until late Monday. And I picked up my first load Tuesday, had it delivered to Birmingham, Alabama on Thursday. And then I was able to scoot on over to Athens, Alabama to pick up a load of prison goods headed towards Warrenton, Oregon, which literally sits right on the coastline. And this load pays $9,500, and I will have this load completely delivered by Monday. Absolutely awesome, because my dispatcher, more like a partner, a teammate, wouldn't be successful without his absolute help out here in the field. Really awesome guy. He got me hooked up with a bad to the bone lumber load somewhere in Oregon, 90 miles from Warrenton, heading back to Texas, because I have to get back this weekend for personal matters. And that load will be delivered next Monday. It's a split load. I have part of it will be delivered in Lampasas, and the other part will be delivered in Hillsboro. And that load is paying me $7,000 to go back home. So initially, that following week, I will be starting off really good. But I will also be ending this Monday really good, $9,500. Not bad. And real quick about the negative credit line that Nova has loaned me. That's about almost $12,000. I have it set up for 12-week deductions, $1,000 a paycheck. but I have a total goal in mind to have it completely paid off between 5 and 7 weeks. And if you're new to the channel and you're wondering what that negative credit line is when you become a lease owner operator. It's not a lease owner operator, we're just lease operators until we finally own the truck. You still have a reoccurring debt payment to the person that you're leasing the truck from, and it never stops even when the truck is in the shop. You kind of know that when you sign into these situations because it's all written into your contract. Anyway, so this last round in the shop pretty much tied all the loose ends up that I had with this truck since I signed the paperwork on it. I did get it with relatively high miles. There's about 320,000 miles on the truck, and I am knocking on the door of about 450,000 miles. So I have actually put quite a bit of miles on this truck since I've had it in the short time that I've been with Nova. And that pretty much sums it up, y'all. Professional drivers. And I got to give a big thanks to Nova Lines because in part they have made me extremely successful. Even though, you know, I do endure some financial costs at times, especially during breakdowns, they have been on my side. They have been a very beneficial team member into making sure that I have been successful at what I do. So everybody that's a part of this party makes money. And I apologize, professional drivers, that I didn't release anything during the downtime. It's just there's not much to release during the downtime, and I like to try to keep my videos around that 5 to 6 minute mark. Like I always say, professional drivers, I appreciate everything that y'all do. This economy would absolutely stop in its tracks if it wasn't for each and every single one of y'all stepping up to that plate, keeping things moving, keeping things rolling, day in, day out. Can't forget about them four-wheelers. They sure do get crazy at times. Y'all take care. Old Rookie, signing off.